Hello everyone, my name is Supawadi Kunsuthichay. Today I'm gonna talk about why people need smartphone. For the outline, there are introduction, aim, method, finding, discussion, summary, and conclusion. First, introduction. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, smartphone is a mobile phone that can be used as a small computer and that connects to the internet. Therefore, in the heart and bustle of modern life, there are so many important elements. People might find yourself today one of the most important devices that can be used to help with your life is a smartphone. If you already have one, then you will know how important they are. There is so much that you can do with a smartphone and so many different ways in which they play a key role in your life. If you don't yet have a smartphone, then you need to think about getting one. If you want to enhance and advance your working life and personal life, then you will need to get a smartphone. You can use the phone as a miniature laptop. This means that you can live so much of your day-to-day lifestyle on the move. Here is a list of some of the reasons why smartphones are so important in daily life. For aim. The aim of this study is look into why people need smartphone, especially smartphone in people live right now. If there is no smartphone, people will still be able to live normally and happy or not. For the question, do you have a smartphone? Why you have a smartphone? Do you think the smartphone is important? Do you think that smartphone has more advantage than disadvantage? Why? And the last question, if you don't have a smartphone, what will happen to you? Next to the method. The dates were collected through an online survey called Google Form, which was done on October 27, 2019. As this is qualitative research, so I have provided one closed-end question and four open-end questions to the respondent. Open-end questions are wide questions that don't have a choice to choose. The respondent can give any answer that they like to the question with sentence or paragraph. Next to finding data from the literature. Smartphones are a class of mobile phones and of multipurpose mobile computing devices. They are distinguished from feature phones by their stronger hardware compatibility and extensive mobile operating system, which facilitate Windows software, Internet, including web browsing over mobile broadband, and multimedia functionality, including music, video, camera, and gaming. Alongside phone function with smartphone have a lot the benefit for using in the people life. Next to data from survey, the first question is, do you have a smartphone? 28 for the respondent were university students, 15 were female and 13 were male. Every one of the respondents say yes that they have a smartphone. Next to the cycle question is, why do you have a smartphone? The respondents say the reason that has a smartphone because of need to communication, payment for the emergency, education, entertainment, to learn on the internet, play the game, make a call, and play social. For business use, it's easy to connect my family and friends and another, and also it can use it to do homework and search for information, and its whole life is comfortable. This is Mary from 28. Listen, why do you have a smartphone? The third question is, do you think the smartphone is important? 28 of the respondents say yes, that they think our smartphone is important. The first question is, do you think that the smartphone has more advantage than disadvantage? Why? 28 of the respondents say yes, that they think our smartphone has more advantage than disadvantage because it is useful. It's an internet era. Everyone needs to use smartphone. It helps be relaxed and find knowledge. Help you communicate with another people. Nowadays, smartphone important to our daily life. For example, precision and making a call. We can use smartphone for health study, find information that we don't know, and is the thing that help for communication with people. This is mainly from 28 answer about. Do you think that the smartphone has more advantage than disadvantage? Why? For the last question, if you don't have a smartphone, what will happen to you? 28 of the respondents say when don't have a smartphone, the things that will happen with them are inconvenient, couldn't connect anybody, entertain myself, or even life harder, hard to communicate with others, feel bored, unknown. Daily life gonna be harder and have difficulty in everyday life. This is mainly from 28 answer about. Do you think that if you don't have a smartphone, what will happen to you? Next to discussion. According to the 28 respondents, they say that smartphones are important to them, in which everyone has a smartphone, because they have seen that smartphones have many benefits, whether in matter of study who use a smartphone to search for information in school, or various information that we want to know or practice the language. Wireless skills such as cooking, dancing, singing, driving, exercise, and many more via the internet on smartphone. Also used for work at nowadays. If having a smartphone, the operation will be easy and greatly improved. For example, you to communicate quickly with customers, send work to the boss, used in various business, including used for communicating with family member, friends, and another. In addition, the smartphone is also an art in creating entertainment for everyone. We can use smartphone to play music, watch movie, show, and shows that entertain us, including playing games to add fun and relaxation in life. When we have to be alone or going far, a smartphone can still be a friend or helper to keep you lonely. Therefore, smartphone make life easier for people today. And if there is no smartphone, that is an important are in life, living each day would be more difficult and not as convenient as having a smartphone. Next to summary and conclusion. I conducted both quantitative and qualitative study to investigate the factor why people need smartphone. My method included online survey and literature. The study was conducted in the month of October 27, 2019. 28 respondents were university students, 15 were women, and 13 were male. The result is that everyone had a smartphone. Everyone sees that smartphones are very important in today's life. Smartphones have many benefits, whether studying, working, communicating, and much more entertainment that we can use it to make life more convenient. Moreover, most of them respondent that if they don't have a smartphone, living their life would be more difficult, whether communicating, studying, working, creating, entertainment for life. Most people today need a smartphone. However, nowadays everyone still want to have a smartphone and have an idea that it is important for living. Even if there is no smartphone, life can continue, but life would be more difficult and the convenience in many areas would be much less. Therefore, smartphones are important for people nowadays. Thanks. This is for reference.